everybody. Welcome to week 13 of our 52-week road trip, and we just want to have you stick around for a couple minutes and listen to our stories about Missouri, where we were in Indian Point, in Branson by Table Rock Lake. We also went into Branson, spent some time there at Andy's Frozen Yogurt, and saw the Samson play from Sight and Sound Productions. I probably said that wrong. We also headed up to Jefferson City, the capital, visited some friends in Columbia, and then head over to St. Louis to see the Gateway Arch. So stick around and see what we did this week.
So we left from Independence, Kansas, which was our first boondocking experience that was actually successful. We stayed at a Walmart parking lot there for the night and spent way too much money at Walmart, so they got what they needed.
We did not. It was normal.
Yeah, we stayed the night there. It was nice. I mean, it was quiet and whatever, and it worked out really well.
Except he forgot to fill up the tanks with water, so we didn't have water that night.
We didn't need water.
We did, but so we did. But no, that worked out good. Independence is a cute little town when we headed out. But then we got to Missouri. We got to Branson, Missouri. And we went to a place. It was next to Silver Dollar City, so Indian Point. And we had a campground that we stayed at there for, Monday through Friday or Saturday?
It was at Table Rock Lake. The campground is Lakeview Campground, and we found out when we got there that it's actually under new ownership. So the new owner was there.
Very nice. Mike and Lori. Along
with the old owner. He's got his work cut out for him, but we had a nice stay there. And
the campground, it was nice. I mean, there was a black widow in the bathroom.
Yeah, number 2, second stay we found a black widow.
There's a lot of work that has to be done. Branson has a lot of bugs, like there is right now where we're filming, which is not Branson, but so we couldn't just be outside a lot.
Well, it wasn't Branson. I mean, that was Table Rock Lake. So, I mean, the bugs are there because you're right next to the lake. And you're in like the middle of the forest.
So then you can't really go outside and do stuff because then I got so bit that week, which was just terrible. So I would go outside, it's 90 degrees and I'm in long sleeve and my Adidas soccer pants and as covered as I could be. But I mean, it was nice, and people there were nice. People staying there were nice. Then we went into Branson just to see Branson.
First we went to Dogwood Canyon.
Oh, nature park.
Which is a little private, so it's a privately owned nature park. It was actually right on the border of Missouri and Arkansas. In the canyon there. It was cool. You have to bring your wallet. I mean, they like their park.
They charge for everything. Like charge for, if you're going to go on a trail, they charge you for the trail. And
so we paid for just general admission, and we got to tour a little museum that had a bunch of artifacts from Native Americans and those types of things. And then they had a little tree house that was built by some dude on cable TV who builds tree houses.
That was cool. It was like a learning tree house.
And then further in, there was this kind of neat little place that had a bunch of interesting facts about the animals in the area. So we checked that out, and then we went and had dinner. They had it was a pretty good dinner there. And then we walked the one trail that we could walk, which is interesting. They had little storybook pages almost along the way. So as you went along the path, you read the story and you kind of find out a little bit more about the trail, which was kind of cool. But yeah, then we came back around and went into Branson and just kind of cruised down, I don't know what you call it, the strip or whatever. Yep.
It's funny when we're going down the highway and you turn around like the corner on the highway and it's like, there's Branson, because you see Ferris wheels and like just big stuff. And so people had always told me, because I've had family that go there, there's always a lot of people, it's pretty touristy, they have, shows and all this stuff. But I honestly, I'm sorry, there'll be bugs. It's almost like a different version of a tiny Las Vegas, like clean, maybe?
Yeah.
So
more family friendly.
Family friendly. A lot of the stuff was shut down just because of the season. But they had like the Titanic ship, and they had King Kong, or as I refer to it, Hong Kong. So Hong Kong was climbing up the sorry, all I did being silly right now. It's okay, come on. But that was so cool. So it was huge and it was big, and I was excited. I'm taking pictures of everything. And then also in Branson is Keith Moore's Faith Life Church, which is somewhere I wanted to go for like 20 years now. And so when you drive by, it's cool. You've got all this like outdoor like entertainment stuff and amusement park stuff, and then set right back in the middle of it all is this cool church. And so we didn't go that night, but
No.
they have Friday night services. So when we were done, we just kind of went back.
Yeah, well, the next day we actually I think all we really did is go to the lake.
Yeah, because that's cool.
Yeah, then Thursday night we decided to go watch Samson. Which is a play that they put on at Sight and Sound Theater in Branson. So yeah, we watched the video.
Play.
We watched the play.
That was cool.
It was a cool play. I mean, they did a really good job with it. You never know what you're going to get when you go to Christian things. So it was nice to see that they did a really good job with it. I think they told the story well. They made it. They made it kid friendly when it, very easily could have not have been that. And
Samson liked women.
Yeah. So it was a good. I mean, it was a good story. I mean,
the Philistines liked to party.
Yeah.
No, it was so. Sorry, I spent the whole time doing this. When he told me we saw the signs coming in on the highway for Samson, but again, you never know because a lot of times things are just done differently. And so he's like, "What about going to this play?" I was like, "All right, first of all, is it biblical? Because if it's not, I'm not going to take the kids to something and have to explain why everything they said was wrong." And it was family friendly. That again, you always have to ask. But for a Christian production from a Christian company or whatever. Just the caliber and the quality of it was amazing. And then at the end, when anybody knows the story, when Samson actually knocks the pillars down, he dies when he does it. It was his one last act of power, and he killed, I can't remember how many Philistines that day. But anyway, so they had all these huge pillars inside the auditorium crashing down, and it was loud. And there was a lady in front of us. She was an older lady. She was going, oh, she was freaking out, but she was so taken with it. But that's how good it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't all chintzy.
They had animals and all kinds of good stuff.
They had camels and llamas and
I think
donkeys.
the kids really liked it.
Yeah,
they had a fun time. Yeah, so that was good.
So hint though, when you go to a play and then it's intermission and everybody has to go to the bathroom, and usually we don't because we don't ever get food or beverages at things like this, but we did. We made it special. And so, we sucked down all of our drink, and Bella has to go to the bathroom. So we go downstairs, and of course, there, as everybody knows, even the men's line was busy, but there was at least 600 women in the women's line. I'm like, I am not doing that. And so we go back up, and I thought, why don't we go upstairs and see if there's busy? We went upstairs, walked in the bathroom, all but two stalls were open. And so women out there, if you're ever at something like that, go upstairs, because nobody's up there.
You see that bug around?
Yeah. Is it showing up?
No, we're good. So we did that, and then the next day was Friday, and
back to the lake.
Yeah, we went back to the lake. But then after that was during the day. That evening we went to church at Faith Light Church. Which was pretty cool. Huge building, and the people were nice there, and we just sat right down and got to see Keith Moore preach, which was cool.
So my little story behind that, and I'm the one who makes these videos long because I have so much to say. In fact, Bella and Scout filmed some today for, I don't know what state it was, maybe it was Missouri, I don't know, Kansas. And Scout was getting into all the detail. I'm like, we don't have time for you to give into all that detail. I'm like, I need the time. So anyway, back in 2002, Charlie and I were going to Texas to see some friends of ours get married. And we wanted to make it a week-long thing, and we were going to go to Keith Moore's church and go to Mark Hankins' church. And we had all these, Jesse, were we going to go to Jesse? I just felt like we were going to all these churches. But unfortunately, with his position at the time, he couldn't get that off. He got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, actually, I think he left early from work on Thursday. Anyway, we left on Friday. We weren't able to go to Keith Moore. We weren't able to do any of that road trip except go to the wedding. And so I was kind of bummed, but it is what it is. So that was in 2002, so almost 17 years ago. 17 years later, my dream came true, and I finally got to go to church on a Friday night, which is what we would have done back then.
It was nice. It was, the fun thing about that type of church, I guess, they don't pull the lights down, they don't blow the smoke, there's not this big light production, which, again, nothing really wrong with that, but sometimes it just seems over the top. It was just, let's go. The musicians came out, the singers came out, he came out, talked about the word, and let's go. So that was nice.
Liked it. Yeah. So real quick, they did an altar call and just had people come down to do prayer. And I don't, we haven't been to our other church used to do it, but it's been 4 years now. And Scout was super young, and he would always be in children's church. But Scout really, I don't know, he took to that. He wanted to step out in the aisle, he wanted to see going on. He wanted to, and then he was praying with it. He would just wanted. I don't know. It was
cool.
It was very cool. He really liked it, and he was drawn to that part of it for people to get prayed for, which I thought was pretty cool.
And it was such an amazing experience. We had to refill our tanks when we left, and we hit the frozen custard shop in downtown Branson. Got some pretty delicious frozen custard, chocolate.
Andy's frozen custard. My friend told us to.
Carrie had like
try
a
it.
chocolate.
It was a
chocolate.
What was it?
Chocolate thing.
I forgot what it was called.
Mine is like a jackhammer.
I should have had the non-chocolate because it was a lot of chocolate.
It's pretty delicious.
So what was cool is it was late, so it's 9:30 because church got out about 9, and there's like 60, 70 other people at Andy's Frozen Yogurt.
Yeah.
So when my friend said, "Oh, I really like this place," I'm thinking, okay, Dairy Queen or whatever you go, and everybody else liked it too. But it was Friday night, so a lot of the outdoor amusement was open. So there was tons of people out, go-karts and Ferris wheel. It was just so many lights, and so that was kind of fun to sit down in the middle of all the lights and stuff and eat your custard.
So that was Friday, but that was our last full day there. We spent most of the week at Table Rock Lake, and then got up early the next morning because we were heading up into Jefferson City.
For 6 hours?
Well, all the way up into Columbia, which was about 6 hours, yeah. We parked our RV, drove a half hour back into Jefferson City from Columbia, did our thing in the Capitol, which is a cool Capitol building. They said, Bella was reading about it, and they said it has burned down like
three times. This is the fifth new one though, because there was two in another location.
Yep.
And then the third one, or this one has been in the location 3 times, but it's burned down.
Yep.
So it's the 5th Capitol building.
Yep.
They're
in the middle of remodeling a little bit of it, right?
Yeah, it seems almost every Capitol we go to, they're doing remodel.
But yeah, that was fun. And then we, kind of turned it right back around, went up into Columbia because we got to visit Carrie's high school and junior high friend.
And elementary, yeah.
And elementary.
Our friends, the Haywards, they have lived in. Have lived in Missouri for quite a while now and been in Columbia. So we, sorry guys. So we went to visit them. They invited us over for dinner, even invited the chicken and the dog over, which was pretty cool. So far. And then next week we're going to see somebody else. All 3 people that we will have seen by next week have invited our animals to come with us, which is not necessary, especially chicken. But they invited us over. She made us dinner. She said she wanted us to feel like, we had a home-cooked meal. We talked, we reminisced, but I've known her since 6th grade. Went to high school together. She went to college in Alamosa, which is where she met her husband, Kevin. And she was in our wedding. She was a bridesmaid. So we have a history. And so it was just fun after 33 years to get to go hang out at their house.
Yeah.
So
it was a good time.
Do that.
Yep.
Thank you, Hayward.
And then we didn't stay long in Columbia, so we got up the next morning and went out to St. Louis, which was a shorter drive. And that was nice. And went and saw Gateway Arches National Park, which we didn't know was a national park. We just knew there was an arch from the movie Vacation.
And he didn't even know that.
I remember the roll 'em up part when he's in St. Louis, but.
Anyway, I had to see the arches, and the only reason why because of the movie Vacation, that I watched BC growing up, because we didn't have Jesus, and so we watched a lot of those movies, and it wasn't the TV version that we watched, but yeah, so I wanted to see them, and they were really huge, very cool.
What?
We got it. The arch was
you said
big.
they.
Well, I'm sorry, because I'm thinking of the bases.
McDonald's arches or something.
No, the bases. So me and Bella walked up and we saw each base, but we took the bikes out of our truck and we rode down the street.
Well, first we went past it, trying to find a place to park, which is impossible. And then we came back and we had to follow a trolley, so we went like 3 miles an hour.
We didn't follow a trolley. It was a horse-drawn carriage.
Horse-drawn carriage. And then we found it, fortunately, because then there was like a parking lot. We couldn't park in the parking lot because the truck was too big. So then we had to go past that, and we found a spot dropped the bikes, and we were able to ride the bikes along the Mississippi River, which is pretty cool.
It was cool. There was a lot of people. The arch was cool. It's not really arches.
It was nice. We didn't have to rush. We could just spend the time there. And Yeah, so that was neat. Saw the Mississippi River for the first time, which is cool.
So downtown or St. Louis, wherever, was pretty cool.
Well, we didn't see much of it.
Well, but what we saw was cool. The architecture was pretty cool. A lot of the old buildings, a lot of bridges everywhere.
Yeah. That was Missouri. Missouri was cool. I mean, it's humid. There's tons of bugs. We're in the forest and there's bugs everywhere. But I mean, it was good. It was a good time, and
I like Missouri.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun and good to see people. But
yeah,
we're off to Iowa, which will be fun. And so that's it.
Alrighty.
Talk to y'all.
See ya.
Love you. Bye.